Hello, everyone. Blue Star Saber here once again to discuss another One Piece chapter review, chapter 1050, Honor. Which I know that chapter 1053 has got its early release out now, but I still got a few chapters to do, and I know that One Piece will be on a 4-week break, so yeah, which gives me plenty of time to review the remaining chapters, but I am hoping to try and get all the ones except 1053 done by the weekend. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm not in too much of a rush. But yeah. Anyway, before we begin, we have, let's see, the next chapter of Germa's 66R, An Emotionless Excursion, Volume 12. It's revealed that Ichi and Reggie show up, so it's revealed that it actually was the two eldest siblings that showed up to rescue their younger siblings from Big Mom's crew, as we see Ichi kicking Brownie and grabbing the young little sister, the youngest one, who I think is trying to stab him. And Reggie, I'm not sure if she's taking someone else down. But yeah, we see the younger brother in the background there as well. But yeah, Brownie is defeated. Let's see. I always found Brownie a bit of one of the cocky Big Mom pirates, given how he slept. But so it's nice to see his butt finally kicked. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, on to the actual chapter. I apologize if the wind fan in the background is blowing. It's very hot here right now, so I'm trying to cool down at least. Anyway. But I've used my smallest one anyway. On to the actual chapter. We continue off where Kaido is falling down. Let's see, de-transforming into his human form, and we see his hull is quite close to where the one with Big Mom is. And he's landed in the volcano molten core lava down where Big Mom also is, which I did not know that was lava there, but that's just, I guess I should pay more attention when that first happened. While Yamato comes to try and catch Luffy, in which the narration that goes on about the Battle of the Roof of the Skull Dome of Omegashima, winner, formerly Kaido, sort of revoking its previous announcement as he or she ends up capturing, Yamato ends up capturing Luffy. Let's see, happy that she's done so, with Momonosuke sort of tired from exhaustion and looks like he's sleeping, if you will. With the citizens of the Flower Capital hoping that the lanterns will keep each other steady and all that stuff. With Yamato telling the two that they are incredible. And we then cut to back at the capital with the festival, with the conclusion and all that stuff, where we're back with Toko and Tengiyama Hitsutu. Sorry if I pronounced that name wrong. We're hoping that the lanterns will be kept steady. And then Tegumi flashing back to when Toko ended up asking about how her dad was, really important. Let's see, and he knew that he'd be killed if he was caught him and all that stuff. But he went ahead of it and let them arrest him anyway, and that's what apparently someone had told her. And she's wondering why and all that stuff, with the shocked face that Hietsu is thinking. As we flash back to Yashi's final moments and final words about making a grand final journey, if you will. As Hietsu ends up explaining that Yashi gave up his life so this country had a fighting chance. If he'd not done what he did, all the hopes and lights that they had tried to do, the sacrifices people made, would have been for nothing. And so he gave his life to protect the future of Wano. As we end up catching back to flashback of when Toko first ate the devil fruit, when Yashi, realizing this, and decides to ask if she saves any for him, ending that bit of a... As you see the two laughing and smiling in a sort of sunset, if you will. Let's see, I'll get more to that a little bit later. Let's see, as he meant how he did preserve the future so that she might grow up happy, which her realizing that he did all this for her. Let's see, so she decides to change her lantern and asks Heiatsu if this is better. With him looking and pretty wiping tears from his eyes, that's saying that yes, it is suiting for a warrior. For a warrior, as there's no greater honor, and this is where we get the title for the chapter. As we see her lantern's being edited saying, from I want to see Daddy to Daddy, thank you. Among some of the other lanterns, like the one I can clearly see saying I want clean water. With let's see Toko just smiling, and Heiatsu just smiling as well, as we see the lanterns flying in the sky. Anyway, we cut back to Omegashima at the top of the Skull Dome and all that stuff. With Cat Viper saying how he hasn't seen the lanterns rise in years about the sky and boats from the festivals and all that stuff. Anyway, he just recalls that he needs to give the announcement that he can confirm that Luffy has indeed defeated Kaido and he's been gone down to the deep ends of the earth. And how Momonosuke had saved them from from falling and all that stuff. With him just confirming with Yamato saying, of course. With the samurai using that the Pink Dragon was indeed their lord Momonosuke and that he has devil fruit powers. With Cat Viper continue after 20 long years, they finally gotten to avenge their Lord Odin and they are victorious. In which, let's see, the samurai and all the pirates end up celebrating. Let's see, some of them can't believe that they've taken down 2 emperors of the sea, or that they're left to be alive, as we see close-ups of Karamatsu, Raizo, let's see, Hiyori and Denjiro. Let's see, Kid and Killer, though Kid doesn't seem entirely happy, more of this is usual grunting. With Beppo trying to hug Lord much as an annoyance, and Uppo just shocked that Straw Hat managed to beat Kaido. Then we cut to Nami with Marco and Tama celebrating, with let's see, Nami and Tama being particularly happy, with just Marco just smirking. Then the Yakuza. Usopp coming to Chopper saying that Kimo and Kikoku need patience, with Frankie coming along saying with like Zoro. With let's see, with more people saying to Chopper that they need, calling him Doctor, how they need his help and all that stuff. With Chopper pleading with Miyagi saying that he's drowning in patience. Let's see, with him jumping along with a squirrel nurse to come and assist. Anyway, we cut to where Momonosuke is resting, telling Shinetsu, let's see, asking that after a long thought, he's decided not to open the borders of Wano just yet, with him deciding to respect his judgment on this aspect. With Momonosuke saying that's good, and then he thanks him as he starts to feel an earthquake. But anyway, the Beast Pirates, let's see, telling the samurai still that this is not over yet as they still outnumber them, and they refuse to surrender, and they do not believe that their leader, Kaido, has been defeated. Let's see, with Frankie still raring to go, and Brock saying, perhaps not, but Yamato steps in, telling the Beast Pirates to stand down, and they have already died in this fight once. With one of the members, I believe a small user, possibly, just saying Master Yamato, pleading with her, but pleading with Yamato and all that stuff. Yamato saying that, let's see, it would have been smashed to the ground if not for, like, their leader, Luffy. With the Beast Pirate saying, why are you speaking like you're on their side? Let's see. With Yamato saying that if they go back to fighting, they'll have to deal with, well, Yamato, and Yamato will destroy them. Anyway, as they're feeling an earthquake, wondering what's going on, as we cut to the underground magma pool where both Kaido and Big Mom is. And we cut to like the excavation labor camp where people are being shocked by what's happening, with people asking Banker P what's going on, with him not knowing anything. And with like finally, let's see, where Omegashima used to land, I think, and where at least part of the land is, erupts in a volcano, as a narration saying the final battle in the sky is over Wano. The winner is Straw Hat Luffy as the volcano erupts, shocking the Beast Pirates at the prison there. About how an underwater volcano erupted, where we get a close-up of Luffy smiling from resting and all that stuff. With the citizens of Wano witnessing this, wondering what's going on over there. Let's see if that's Onigashima, as they finally start to notice and wondering what Kaido's doing. Momonosuke finally starts going in his dragon form, flies down to tell them that they're not in danger. With citizens being shocked that it's Kaido, wondering what he's doing here since they're supposed to be free from him for the day. Now, granted, with the way Momonosuke looks, he does kind of look like Kaido, but he ends up declaring that he's not Kaido. And then telling them that the eruption was the final drum beat signaling the end of Kaido. Kaido and the Beast Pirate, the Supreme Commander of the Beast Pirates, with the citizens being shocked by those words. With many of them starting to stop running as Momonosuke transforms into like his human form, as they go on to look at some of the onlookers coming out from the dusks. With many of the citizens being shocked that Komurasaki is alive. Let's see, wondering if she's a ghost or there's some sort of vision since they all went to the funeral. But people going like, no beauty belongs to anyone but her and all that stuff. And then they also see Boss Kyosho and notice that his hair is different, with him saying that it's been a long story and he has brought before them the new Shogun, ending the chapter. Okay, first off, where to begin? I like how the narration goes, like it's revising the declared winner of the fight, though. Granted, you could still argue Kaido won round 3 and Luffy won round 4 at last, but I think that'll be something that One Piece fans will debate on for quite a while, of how many times Kaido actually beat Luffy before Luffy finally beated him. I like how he seems to transform into his human form after being defeated, which I think that's actually common. I think I remember Rob Lucci turned to his human form eventually after he got beaten by Luffy. But I do find it interesting that Kaido ends up being placed in the quite near to where Big Mom is, in the same volcano location, and it's erupted in a massive explosion. My guess is this is Oda's way of getting rid of Kaido and Big Mom for the remainder of the story, since he's not going to have like Luffy or any of his other characters kill them per se, but have Mother Nature cause a big explosion to get rid of them. Now, whether or not they're actually dead or not, because Oda's a bit flip-floppy on who he actually kills in these chapters, as you'll probably see in the future chapters, but he can kill characters if he wants to, but he seems to be very reluctant to do so, even when they serve no more purposes in the story. But this is probably the best way of getting with them now. They're either stuck in that eruption or they've been killed by that eruption, and Mother Earth as natural disasters has ended up killing them, but who knows? What we do know is that they're likely to be gone and never coming back, unless maybe for like the final battle, but even then I still don't think that they probably should come back. But either way, this is Oda's way of probably getting rid of them with not having like the Straw Hats kill them and all that stuff. So I figured, but it'll be one of those unknown fates and all that stuff, though. I wouldn't be surprised if many people just treated them as dead at this point. Anyway, I do like how the chapter about the title's honor is pretty much about the way of how Toko ends up honoring her father and all that stuff after learning from Hietsu that Ritzy, that despite the fact that he was a famous man and an enemy of Ritzy Orochi, he gave his life so the cause so that she and everyone else would be free of their tyranny in the long term and all that stuff. And instead of her making, and she ends up with changing her wish to then honor her father by thanking her for what she's done and all that stuff. So I thought that was a very nice, touching bit where all the lanterns have finally floated and all that stuff. I will say that, let's see, now interesting is the little flashback where I think has gotten some people confused as Yashi ends up, as we end up seeing Toko, after Toko has eaten the smile fruit. And Yashi saying that, save some for me and all that stuff, implying that they're both taking it together, even though I think there was an SBS where Oda has revealed that, let's see, besides Yashi and Toko not actually being blood related, she's adopted and all that stuff. The other piece of information that was there is the fact that Yashi never ate the slime fruit and only continued to keep the facade up for smiling and all that stuff. So the rest of the citizens of Kibuto, or the poor town outside the capital, won't feel too bad, and you can give them hope and encouragement and all that stuff. So I'm not sure if Oda's changed his mind, or he's being a bit vague on the details here. So there's that. Anyway, I do like how, let's see, after Yamato confirming to Cat Viper that, yeah, Straw Hats won, you've got like the announcement, and you've got like the standard, yeah, from like all the good guys and allies, particularly the samurai and all that stuff. Now there are a few. I do like how there's a few that are not entirely happy, but more annoyed, particularly Kid and Law. Though for Law's case, it was probably more of Beppo just Jitsi hugging him too hardly. Well, Kid's probably annoyed that Luffy's the one that ultimately took down Kaido in the end. Though I do find interesting how Appo is very curious about how granted he ends up questioning like Straw Hat actually beat Kaido. And let's see if those have seen the next few chapters know where that is going. But yeah, I do like how both Nami and Tama have got the same vibe of, yeah, Luffy's won, they knew he could do it and all that stuff. I do find it funny how Chopper's dealing with both Usopp and Frankie's request that my patient needs priority treatment and all that stuff. You know, let's see, Kinku and Zoro, with Chopper pleading for like Mayugi to come and heal them and all that stuff. Doesn't have enough patience. Oh, I do find it interesting that Momonosuke ends up telling Shinichi that it's best not to open the borders of Wano just yet, with him respecting his decision and trusting Momonosuke's judgment, and given the fact that what the world government was just trying to force them to join once Kaido was beaten, I'd probably say that was probably the smart move on their end, because I doubt Shinichi can always be there to protect Wano. Well, I do like how the Butsi, I'll give some of the Beast Pirate, well, at least those that remain, some credit is that they do not believe that their captain is dead, and are willing to still keep fighting until Yamato has been announced. Until Yamato announces that's the case. So yeah, so it seems the Beast Pirates aren't as brave as the Straw Hats and their allies, even when they've been told quite a few times that Luffy has been defeated. They refused to believe it, and they still kept fighting. But the Beast Pirates give up moments that Yamato declares this fight over and all that stuff. And let's see, I do find it funny how they're wondering why does Yamato refer to them, his or herself, as an enemy and all that stuff. since not all of them knew that Yamato switched sides during this conflict. Anyway, we end up learning where Baki is once we've seen like Kaido and Big Mom's lava explosion. I do find their reaction funny, but heck. Let's see. Let's see. Baku's just been tasked with just keeping an eye on any prisoners that they couldn't give the smile fruits to. All that stuff. At least that's what I'm guessing. Since, Baki is supposed to be Tama's, animal companion or servant, if you will, but lack of better term, but anyway, I do like how the Wano citizens, given their history with Kaido and all that stuff, heck, even the samurai was shocked when they realized that Momonosuke was the pink dragon. That, I did like how Yamato catched Luffy and was just smiling like every other One Piece princess. I'm pretty certain Yamato won't be regarded as a One Piece princess after a huge fight. But yeah, I like how the Wano citizens are like, Kaido's come. We're supposed to be free, but Momonosuke goes like, nope, I'm here to inform you that Kaido has been defeated. And you can see many of the citizens being shocked by this. And even more shocked when, Kurosaki is alive and all that stuff, and they're just like all fangirling and fanboying after her. I do like how it ends up being Kyosho or Dendro coming to announce that there's a new Shogun, since Kurosaki and Dendro, at least Kurashiro, are the ones that most familiar with the Nine Scabbards after 20 years, and and not to mention, commands quite a big respect to let everyone know that yes, there's a new Shogun in town. But yeah. So yeah, overall, I like this chapter. I'd say it's an 8 out of 10 kind of thing. I do like how we got an explanation of we got to see what happened to Kaido Big Mom being feeling the direct impact from a lava volcano where Onigashima used to stand and all that stuff, I think, or near the volcano. Again, I get confused. So let's see, I might be still reading some of the early mistranslations from the spoilers there. But this is probably the best way that Oda can take them out without, putting them in a world government prison, which they can probably easily escape from. Well, I doubt Oda will ever confirm that they're dead. But who knows, we might be surprised. I do like the stuff with Toko. I yet see about Yoshi's sacrifice. The sacrifice and all that stuff. And of course, the announcement of a new Shogun, more and all that stuff. As well as a few comedic moments. Overall, it's a good chapter, and hopefully I'll be able to review the other remaining ones soon. I've got plenty of times for the 4-week breaks, but either way, thank you for joining me if you end up watching this, and if you do end up watching this, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you like, but overall, I am Blue Star Saber, signing off. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.